November 23rd, 2024 Daily Bread. 1 Kings, chapter 3, verse 1 through 15. Key verse 12. Title: Solomon Asked for Wisdom. Solomon made an alliance with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and married his daughter. He brought her to the city of David until he finished building his palace and the temple of the Lord, and the wall around Jerusalem. The people, however, were still sacrificing at the high places, because a temple had not yet been built for the name of the Lord. Solomon showed his love for the Lord by walking according to the instructions given him by his father David, except that he offered sacrifices and burned incenses on the high places. The king went to Gibeon to offer sacrifices, for that was the most important high place, and Solomon offered 1,000 burnt offerings on that altar. At Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon during the night in a dream, and God said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Solomon answered, "You have shown great kindness to your servant, my father David, because he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in heart. You have continued this great kindness to him and have given him a son to sit on his throne this very day. Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David. But I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. Your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours?" The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him, "Since you have asked for this, and not for long life or wealth for yourself, nor have asked for the death of your enemies, but for discernment in administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so that there will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings. And if you walk in obedience to me and keep my decrees and commands, as David your father did, I will give you a long life." Then Solomon awoke, and he realized it had been a dream. He returned to Jerusalem, stood before the ark of the Lord's covenant, and sacrificed burnt offerings and fellowship offerings. Then he gave a feast for all his court. Daily Bread Message. Solomon loved God and wanted to serve him and please him, but he was also, like everyone else, vulnerable to sin. And so he married a daughter of Pharaoh as part of a political alliance. He also offered sacrifices and burned incense at the high place. The Lord knew Solomon needed his help, so one day, after Solomon offered a large sacrifice to the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream. He said to Solomon, "Ask me for whatever you want me to give you." Solomon could have asked for more security for his throne. Instead, he recognized the Lord's great favor on him for choosing him to lead the nation of Israel, just as God had chosen his father David, and so he asked for a discerning heart to govern the Lord's people. The Lord was very pleased with what Solomon asked him for, because Solomon asked for wisdom instead of wealth or a long life. The Lord would give him much wisdom. but he would also give him what he did not ask for. He would achieve great wealth and honor, and if Solomon would walk in the ways of the Lord, he would give him a long life. Prayer. Father, King Solomon asked for wisdom so he could serve your work better. May you raise me and many young people with the necessary wisdom to serve you. One word, ask the Lord for wisdom.